Updated data from the Gun Violence Archives reveals there were 648 mass shootings in America last year. Virginia was home to 20 of those shootings, where at least 4 people were injured or killed by gunfire. Several in the Commonwealth gained nationwide attention, like the shooting at the Chesapeake Walmart that took 6 lives. The shooting outside of Chicho's on Granby Street in Norfolk that took a young journalist and her 2 friends. And the mass shooting at UVA that ended in the deaths of 3 football players. Mass shootings like those at public places seem to garner a deeper emotional national response from national media coverage than shootings in our neighborhood, which are more frequent. But why? This morning, I'm diving into the psychology and the data behind responses to mass shootings. When a Chesapeake Walmart employee shot and killed 6 of his colleagues in November,
you still have a very active scene here.
Our national partners from CBS and CNN,
we have been pressing Walmart all day,
came to our community to inform the world about the tragedy here at home. We saw the same national response in 2019 when a gunman in Virginia Beach shot and killed 12 people at the Municipal Center.
People here in Virginia Beach remain in shock.
But when 5 women were shot, 3 of them killed at Young Terrace near downtown Norfolk in 2021.
Had this been anywhere else but where we are today, there'd be rolls of people.
The police chief at the time called out the lack of outcry from the nation.
The reality is, mass shooting happens in our challenging communities every day.
My deep dive into data from the Gun Violence Archive reveals of the 20 mass shootings across the Commonwealth last year, most happened in neighborhoods, like the mass shooting in Norfolk on Finner Street that took 3 lives, or the mass shooting at a Portsmouth boarding house that ended in 4 dead.
It's still tragic. It's still stressful. It should still be a community-based issue, right? It should still garner the same amount of attention.
I talked to psychologist Dr. Christy Norwood, a specialist in PTSD. I wanted to know why we see a united sense of sadness for mass shootings in public places compared to a localized response to mass shootings in neighborhoods.
When we go to Walmart, it should be safe. These are places that everyone can go, right? These are places that everyone is welcome. And so it becomes a societal problem, a societal challenge, versus neighborhoods are a little bit more concentrated. And so it can start to become more of a silos, more of an individualized problem.
Dr. Norwood also suggests race and socioeconomics can play a role in the lack of broader outrage over mass shootings too.
And we also know that sometimes some communities are not as valued as other communities. And so sometimes when that happens, you know, we sort of say, okay, that happens in this community, and so we don't have to worry about that. We'll let them sort of deal with it, versus globally, Walmart is a place for everyone.
Whether in public places or neighborhoods, mass shootings are impacting communities across the Commonwealth. My analysis of the Gun Violence Archive reveals 37 people died in the 20 mass shootings in Virginia last year. Norfolk and the Richmond area saw the most. And Dr. Norwood says the prevalence of mass shootings can trigger trauma.
Is that a part of it to us compartmentalizing how much trauma we'll take on?
Absolutely. We start to see the world through the lens of that trauma. I may avoid places or reminders of the trauma. And so essentially it shrinks my life. Over time, it can kind of feel like you're in a prison because you're limited to certain spaces.
Dr. Norwood says that's when it's time to seek help, to get tools to help manage secondary trauma from mass shootings, whether it happens in our grocery stores, our college campuses, or on the corners of our neighborhoods.
Secondary trauma, or vicarious trauma as we call it, is definitely real. It definitely exists, and it definitely can impact our mental health if we don't kind of take notice and awareness of it.
While gun violence is becoming more common, it does not mean it is normal. Dr. Norwood says it's certainly okay if you need help processing the trauma we've all felt from time to time. I've compiled a list of resources, including some that may offer therapy at reduced fees, inside this story at WTKR.com.